Welcome to the All Things Considered show. You're tuned into Reality Check Online Radio with your host George.
All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to Reality Check Radio, all the way from Cape Town, South Africa. In studio with me, I have Ishmael Baradin. Ishmael is all the way from Town Centre in Mitchells Plain. Ishmael, good day. Welcome in studio.
Thank you very much.
Ishmael is joining us just to speak about what Ishmael does in the community. He's an activist, a community worker, and he promotes artists. Ishmael, tell us more about what you do out there.
Yeah, what I'm doing is I got together with this group of artists through the initiative by CDI, where they felt that they need to give back to artists and also want to find out more about artists that's within our community, past and present. So yeah, we started to interview different artists from way back, and then we got together and we said, you know what, we need to do something different, because every year we have a festival within Mitchells Plain, but Mitchells Plain artists aren't showcased. And that is how the initiative started of Artists in Unity, where we try to promote and market local artists, especially from Mitchells Plain, and try to get them out there.
Thank you very much, Ishmael. Ishmael, when you say local artists, Mitchells Plain has got so many artists, diverse, Is there a specific genre that they concentrate on, or how does it work?
No, we don't concentrate on any specific genre. We have rappers, we've got dancers, we've got singers, we've got authors, visual artists. So we don't look at one genre, we want to get all the artists under one umbrella. Currently, I'm also having a Maskani artist. Yes, you heard right, a Maskani artist. And we want to bring them all together, because when you speak alone, like an artist, you can't get far. But if we can group together, then we will have a louder voice and people will take note of us.
Just to get back, what artist was that?
Maskani.
Maskani, what is that?
Maskani are these, these artists that usually come from Venda with the guitar, and they have this high-pitched tone that they are singing in. So yeah, I've got one of those currently that's also going to feature on our next event. So you got to stay tuned and look out for what we've got. We've got a variety of everything that you will love.
When I look at other countries, like the United States, Australia, even countries like India, when it comes to artists, the business is booming. How is the business in South Africa for our artists?
The business in South Africa is I can't help it, but everything in South Africa is down to race. This is the way it is. Being a colored artist and trying to promote yourself, it is like there's so many stumbling blocks that you got to get over in order to achieve your dreams. But the moment you move from Cape Town, because Cape Town is like the colored hub, as I usually call it, and that same artist go to KwaZulu-Natal, give him 10 months and he will be a hit. I don't know why it is. The same thing even in our football. We had IS Cape Town, so many great players, and nobody got into the national squad. But the moment they joined Pirates, Chiefs, Sundowns, you find these guys playing in the South African national squad. So I don't know, we are struggling to get out there, but also what we need is we need the support of our own people. That is a very huge factor that we're looking at, that trying to get people involved, trying to get people to support their local artists in order for them to feel that, we can do this together. But if we're just going to be the artists and people are still so hung up on the gqom music and all this other type of music that they don't even understand, it is just creating, a weaker market for our own talent. That is the problem that we're facing mostly.
And just to get back to, when you say our people need to basically support the artists. Now, when I grew up, there was places like 3 Arts, Laksharama, those type of places that people could go to. Is there any facilities for artists to go to, that even where they can just, give a free show in Cape Town itself?
Also, we have this one place in Mitchells Plain called Alliance Française, that is like where a central area where all artists get together. But when you want to do stuff, even like on Mitchells Plain Podium, there's so much paperwork. You want to get into the waterfront, it is like there's no access for us in the waterfront, which is actually our waterfront. We talk about the Cape Town V&A, but it's like just for certain people. We want to go into Cape Town, the old thing where you can just go and busk on a corner, that's gone, it's been taken away. So we have lost so many things and so many opportunities where we could just simply get ourselves out there, but everything has just been taken and been put so much red tape on it now that it's difficult to get your voice out there really.
So what you're saying is that the laws or the events, if you want to host an event, the paperwork is actually the red tape.
Yeah, the red tape, and like we are a new entity, it's a real struggle. Somebody told me the other day, if you are going to wait for government to fund you as Artists in Unity, being that you're mostly focused on colored people, it will always be like you're going to wait for rain to fall in the desert. So I am still hopeful that at the end of the day, with what we have and the amount of talent that we have, that we can still grasp, how can I say, like most of the people to come and join in, support. I mean, 50 Rand a ticket for a 4-hour live show with so many. Last week we had 26 artists performing, so why is it that people can't support such an initiative?
You say 26 artists, so where was this performance?
It was at Allianz Francais last week Saturday. There was support, but it was so poor. And I felt that at the end of the day, being the promoter, it's like I disappointed the artists, even though the marketing has been done. People ask so many questions, but on the day when people needed to show their support, it was like almost non-existent.
All right, so local support is non-existent, you would say.
That is what I'm saying. It's disheartening at the end of the
And
day.
government support also non-existent.
You can't look at government at the end of it, because government, they are set on doing what they can for a certain criteria of people. Let me put it like that. Let me put it very mildly, a criteria of people. But we are not all inclusive in the plans of government when it comes to arts and culture. You know.
All right, and I'll be honest, I've passed the Allianz Francais building many a times. I never knew that there was events. Normally when I passed there, I would tell myself, parlez-vous français? Or je t'aime, or something in that line, because I normally thought it's a language school.
No, it is the oldest art hub in Mitchell's Plain, where all artists are welcome to come. Like we are getting together on a Tuesday and Wednesday currently, where we have rehearsals and we sit down and we work on new stuff that we're looking at. There is a big thing that we're working on. We're not going to let that cat out of the bag yet, but as artists, we need to find our own voice, where people really take note and they understand that we want to do something. And we need to have the support of everybody in order to really get to where we want to be at the end of the day.
Fantastic, fantastic, Ishmael. I hope that we can have those 26 artists and more join us in studio over time and promote them and let the local people know that, look, there's local artists that you can support. So thank you very much, Ishmael, for being in studio. You have a fantastic day. Any last words from you, Ishmael?
Any last words from me is just people, remember, people from Cape Town, all over South Africa, next year, 2024, get yourself to the voting stations and make certain that your vote counts.
Thank you very much. Very positive note there from Ishmael Baradin. We'll be back in the next 10 minutes with one of our other presenters. You stay tuned. You can welcome also to go to our website, realitycheckradio.co.za. Join us on all social media platforms. Follow, like, invite your family and friends. WhatsApp number will be on the website soon. You can WhatsApp us in studio with your requests. We'll be doing songs 24/7 on our website. Thank you very much. Enjoy. Take care.